Hi, everyone. It's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. This is the place where women who are aging beautifully come to be inspired. My guest today is Jodie Filogomo. Jodie is a fashion blogger. She has a fabulous website, jtouchofstyle.com. And Jodie is passionate about bringing women together from everywhere around the world to find their personal style and to age beautifully. So welcome, Jodie.
Hi, Margaret. It's nice to be here.
It's great to have you here. You know, Jodie, we have now a lot of women in the community who have told us over and over that they do care what they look like in their 50s and 60s. You know, people say, don't bother, when no one's paying attention. But we do have women who want to look great. So
I think it makes you feel better when you care about how you look.
Yeah, I do too. And I think there's something just about fighting back against invisibility and using clothing as an expression of your personality. It's your voice.
Exactly. It is who you are without talking.
Absolutely. So the topic I wanted to chat with you about today, though, is a lot of women get their wardrobe down to, some basic items, which is great, but then they don't really know how to make them look different. You still wear the same black top and black pants. What do you do, to wear the same thing multiple times and, have a different look?
Now, I have to tell you, this is one of my favorite topics ever. And I'm not sure why, but making our clothes more versatile just tickles my fancy. Seriously.
Well, me too, especially when you're traveling. Because if you're traveling with like a limited number of items, how do you play with that to make them all look great? So please tell us your thoughts on this.
Well, okay, one of my favorite things, especially when traveling, is to take a dress. And I know a lot of times we think, well, you can only wear a dress as a dress, and it's not very versatile. But in fact, we just went on an Alaskan cruise, and I had my mom and Nancy and I all take a dress, and we changed it up 4 different ways. And to me, that just makes it wonderful. So let me give you an example.
Please. I love this. I love show and tell. No, it's great. So you do this so well. Go ahead.
Well, and so really,
pretty dress.
It doesn't work with every dress. You need usually a straight dress, shift kind of style or straight up and down. And I took a print one. A print one works just as good as a solid one. And of course, we know how to wear it by itself. That's obvious. And then I think most of us also know to put a cardigan, over top or a blazer jacket.
Rug of some kind, yeah.
Right. Yeah. But then the other 2 ways are my favorite because they're very different. And I remember when I first learned them thinking, oh my gosh, why had I never thought of that?
Yeah.
But one way is to take a top, just a regular sweater and wear it over your dress. So your dress looks like a skirt.
Yes, that's a great look.
I never would have thought of that before because I guess I always thought your dress had to show all the way. And so I think that's a great way.
It's a very pretty dress, by the way. Is that is it a jersey material or what?
It is. Yeah. It is. And I like because it has sleeves. A lot of times the dresses are sleeveless and I'm always cold. So I love that.
Do you know, Jodie, with that dress, you could actually take that look you've just done, and you could even wear like a vest, like a sweater vest with sleeveless.
Yes.
And put a pin or something to accent. Yeah, but that's a great idea. Make it.
So see, it's very much more versatile than you think.
Yeah.
And then another way is to actually wear a skirt over the bottom portion of the dress.
Right.
And so your dress looks like a top.
Okay.
And it doesn't work with every skirt and every dress, but the nice thing is sometimes tops will come out when you tuck them in. And this is one way to keep your top tucked in because it's way long.
That is I've never actually, to be honest with you, I've thought about the first one, you putting a sweater and making it a skirt, but I've never thought of putting a skirt on and making it into a top with a skirt. Yeah, that's awesome. And it's a very beautiful, I think choosing a print actually was a great idea.
Yeah. I know my mom and Nancy, they brought solid colored dresses. So I definitely wanted to do a print one just to show that it can be as versatile.
Yeah.
So,
And by the way, for people that are watching this and are meeting Jodie for the first time, Nancy and her mom are two people who she, on her website, dresses up in different styles. So she'll take a theme or a look, and then the three of them will. I think one is shorter than the other. They're all. Tell me your ages. Oh, not the ages, but your mom and then Nancy is around your age or younger.
Nancy's about 10 years younger than my mom, and about 15 years older than I, and we all have different body shapes too, which is nice.
And if you're looking for a website where you can actually go and see the clothing on different, like body types and different shapes and ages, it's a really fun way to do fashion. I think you've got a great site.
Thanks. Thank you.
So, all right. So we've got a dress. That's easy. We can change it up now 4 ways, basically. So what else? What other ideas?
Well, to me, color tends to stand out. And I know a lot of us, like you said, the black pants and black top. Well, that's actually my other example, because I did this actually on Instagram, where I basically wore the same thing every day and just changed out my topper with a different color. Now, I happen to wear black and white pants and a black top, but when you put a different top or a different color, that tends to grab our attention.
Yes, absolutely.
And so not just the topper, but then you change you change your accessories and you change your shoes to change it up a little. Yeah. And basically you're wearing the same thing, but people don't see it that way.
Yeah. I actually do this when I travel, Jodie. I mean, I'll take in a pair. Well, I know break all the rules. I wear leggings because I'm comfortable in them, and I just don't care really. And I wear black leggings, and then I take a black or a couple of tops, and I change them up. And I mean, even like with this silly simple top like this, I was just going to show you. I've got this crazy scarf. It's really pretty. It's got really nice tonal colors, and you can just do so much with that.
Exactly.
But anyway, the black and white theme for me is really cool. So I'm glad you showed that.
Well, it's classic, I think.
Yes.
And then really everything goes with it.
Yes.
And, if you're not comfortable so much with color, you can still change up. To me, it's all about a focal point.
Right.
It's the same thing when you're decorating a room. You usually have a focal point. Mm-hmm. And so you can do that easily with your clothing on your body. Like for you, your necklace today. Yeah. It's beautifully colored. It really grabs your attention.
Yes.
And so, even with a black top, you can grab like you said, a scarf. And I always grab a colorful scarf.
See? Similar colors.
But it really draws your attention.
Yeah, it does.
And especially, like for me, black is not a good color for me. So I always try to find a color then that works better, that's closer to my face. And I think that's an easy thing to do.
Yeah. Purple's a really nice color actually this season too. There's a lot of purple and what do they call it? Burgundy or wine color.
Yes.
Very, very beautiful.
Yes. And I've actually been seeing a lot of yellow, that mustard yellow. And that's such a pretty interesting fall color.
It is really interesting. The colors that are out this year, I love all of them. Mustard yellow is not one of my favorites. I think with blonde hair, you don't do so well, but you would look great in that color.
It is one of my favorites.
Yeah. Okay. So we've talked about doing a dress different ways. We've talked about using color as a pop on a plain top or whatever. What else? Are there any other thoughts?
So, like you said, with the scarf, changing the focal point. So anything else, like for me, I also love hats right now. Mm-hmm. So I think anytime you put on a hat, you really draw the attention up towards your face. And, even if I was wearing something that's not so great color, or something I've worn day in and day out, you really notice the hat more.
Turn your head to the side. I want to see the side of that.
Isn't that cute?
I love that. That is so cute. And I agree with you about hats. I'm a beret wearer, and I every time I wear my hat, people seem to smile more. I don't know what it is about hats that make people happy.
Well, I think it really grabs your attention because not everyone wears them.
Yeah.
In fact, I just wore one to the fashion show. I wore a beret. It was an orange-red beret.
Yeah.
And I'm short, so I don't think people see me as much, but then that's something that grabs their attention.
That looked black, white, and a red beret. I don't know what it is about that combination that for me is so beautiful. And I forget what shop it was, but I saw it in a window and I thought, that is such a great look. And I bought a red beret just because there'll be a time there will. But that's a really cool idea, the thing that actually draws your attention.
Mm-hmm. Well, and to bring the attention up to our beautiful faces. So I know this summer I was getting away. It was so hot that I wasn't wearing necklaces as much.
Right.
And I haven't given up my necklaces. Trust me, I love my accessories. But I have gone more to the bigger earrings lately. And I think that's another way to grab the focal point and bring it up to your face.
Yeah.
And the nice thing are there's some great big earrings that aren't really heavy now. So that makes it good.
Yeah. I think earrings are wonderful along with necklaces, though, because a very simple top, black or whatever color, gray, navy, whatever you love, you can just completely change. I was actually just, as we were talking versatile and sparkle, you can take a very simple top like this, and then you can add, wrong way. This is, this beautiful, something that's just a completely crazy necklace. And it just makes it feel sparkly and, totally different time of day, different personality.
Yes. Well, it does. It grabs your attention. And I think some of us want to blend in. I feel like my mom and Nancy have, sometimes they like, well, we don't want to stand out. We want to blend in. And I say, really, you should be a role model. They're role models for how aging is and can be wonderful. It doesn't have to be a bad thing.
Well, that's a great way to close this particular session, because I think that is the point of taking a risk when you get a little older. And I know exactly what they meant when they said that we don't want to be noticed. That's just part of the psychology of getting older. You think that you're not beautiful in the traditional sense anymore. And like you just said, there's beauty at every age, and clothing is, ageless.
It is. And it's great to embrace it. We can't change it. So let's embrace it and be happy about it.
I love that advice. So tell people, first of all, to go out to Jodie's website, jtouchofstyle.com. And also Jodie's on Instagram. And if you're into fashion, that is the place to go, because I know you put so many wonderful pictures, and I think you can put video up there now. So it's J Touch of Style.
Yes.
So check that out. Thank you, Jodie. This has been a wonderful conversation. I'm actually quite inspired, and I hope it's helped all of you to get some ideas about versatile dressing. And thank you, Jodie, very much.
Thanks so much for having me.
You're welcome. Take care. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our 60andMe YouTube channel and also visit our website. We are a strong and dynamic community of women over 60. We're challenging aging stereotypes, and every day we share fascinating stories, interesting questions, and great conversation.